us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Oh, there it is. All right. So now I know that we are about 15 seconds behind on this one. So it took a while for it to pop up. Usually I'm done with all this by the time the theme song is over. But, you know, stuff happens. All right. It's Friday, another week. Another week, another trudge. This week was a trudge. I don't even know how I'm feeling today. Honestly, I don't even want to feel today. I don't want to. See, yeah, I need to work on that light is really, because that looks a lot better. That's what we want. So I'm going to have to put something up there. Hey, I got to do something while nobody's here till we get 3-minute mark. So, all right. Hey, Ingrid. It is good to see you. We're hitting that 3-minute mark, so I will go ahead and get started. As long as there's one person here, I'll go ahead and do it. That's my willingness level today. Now watch, Ingrid, watch. Yoink. Now, if I take out that light, look what happens. Isn't that much better? That's much better. Amber actually made it to the Daily Trudge. Good. My timing is at least a little bit better today than it has been. I am not happy about this week, but that's okay. In order for it to go by, it does not require my happiness. So that's okay. That's all right. I just don't have I don't feel the motivation the last few days. I'm tired. I think I'm emotionally spent. So, shiny objects. See, I knew the shiny objects would get people. Yeah. These are the distractions. These are distractions in the world, in your life, that we allow to take up our time needlessly. Right? Because, well, it's the oldest trick in the world. Hey, look over here. It's a magician's trick. If you're looking over here, what's the left hand doing? It's free to be doing what it wants to do because you're looking over here. So we have a war going on, and it's a war for our children. It's a war for the human life. Right? But we're not going to go there. That can be a worldly clamor also. Putting too much time into one thing might be, I don't know. You're off for 3 days. Yeah, and then you're going to go up to the mountains and not be available. So nothing changes. Sorry. Woo! Dion, shut up. Told you. I'm going to tell you something. The lion's coming out. I don't know if you've ever listened to, and I apologize. That came across wrong. It's not true. I just miss you this week. And that wasn't really it. I do apologize for that. It's something in me. It's just I don't know if you've ever read or heard. Of course, now I just watched it and everything. I can't remember his name, but he does this thing on the lion. He'll still be up here. Yeah, lion. What's his name? Christopher Walken. He does this speech on a lion. And what he's talking about is this lion. He's living in the Serengeti, and it's hot. It's been hot, so hot, and he's just resting under a tree. He's just waiting, relaxing, and after a little while, since the lion is kind of laying down doing nothing, all the little other lions start nipping at his tail and biting at his ears, playing around with him, poking the bear. And he doesn't do nothing. He just lays there. And after a while, other animals start coming in and thinking they can take advantage of the lion who's just sitting there. Let's remember this lion is huge. His mane is out here. He's a majestic beast. And so the jackals and the hyenas start coming in and they get closer and closer, and they're tempting their boundaries. Until one day when the lion has had enough and he gets up and he tears through everything and eats everything in sight and tears through the Serengeti to remind everybody of who he is, that he is the king of the jungle. And I'm about to become the lion. Dion's had enough of sitting here waiting. Well, people are nipping at my fucking heels, coming out of the freaking woodwork, coming here, telling me that things like CBT work better than AA when it's the same damn thing. I've been doing this shit for 34 years. I'm going to start putting this in people's faces. 34 fucking years. Longer than most people been alive in the damn program. I guarantee you have not been doing this as long as I have. And I'm tired. And I'm resting. And if you fuck with me while I'm resting, I'm going to eat you. The real significance from my experience in the cathedral burst upon me. For a brief moment, I had needed and wanted God. There had been a humble willingness to have him with me, and he came. I may be tired, but I got God on my side. I don't fear people. I don't fear things. I've never really feared people. Unless they're in mass. That it scares the fuck out of me. Actually, it doesn't. If I have a reason to be there, it does not bother me. Okay? Like my therapist said, "Well, have you ever been to a Bronco game?" I said, "Yeah, I've been to plenty of Bronco games. I've experienced it. I'm okay with it. I don't need to go to the stadium. Maybe someday I'll want that thrill back again in my life. But right now, no, I'm okay watching it from the television. There's too much time taken up in order to go to the game. And if they lose, I'm just, no, I don't want no thanks. Okay. And he came, but soon the sense of his presence had been blotted out by worldly clamors, mostly within myself. And so it had been ever since. How blind I had been. Large groups of children. I could get that. I get that. At the hospital, I was separated from alcohol for the last time. Treatment seemed wise. I showed signs of DTs. There, see, if there's an extreme that you could have gone in this program, I've done it. Right? Okay. I've done things like party with the Allman Brother. So they're really cool people. Most artists are actually very cool. I used to interview local bands and put them on the radio. I've almost always done something with my voice. See, I have a feeling it's from that and why it keeps, notice my camera keeps going at it. Oh, this is the best camera on the fucking market. Liars. There, I humbly offered myself to God, and then, as I then understood him to do with me as he would. And you see, I've done that. I've given myself entirely over to God. Entirely. There's nothing I don't do without God. And that isn't because of my alcoholism. It's because of it's because that's how I want it. I don't want my will. I want God's will. God's will is much better. I get more satisfaction out of God's will. I get a lot more gifts. I don't have to go through as much pain. Well, I don't know. This week's been pretty painful. See, it irritates me, but let's see if I get to it. I was on a roll there. Damn it. So, in AA, and in AA, no, is Dion AA member? Sure. But is Dion Alcoholics Anonymous? No, that is not who I am. It's a very little part of who I am. See, my job is I learn this stuff, okay? And then I have to go out into the world and I need to apply it everywhere I go. And since I'm an extremist, I can be very good at this, okay? Because you got to get to a point where you know how dangerous you are. I know exactly how dangerous I am. And then I need to pull it back. That's humility in my world. Yes, I understand Dion can get this dangerous. Now, I'm not going to allow that to happen. Right? I'm going to pull it back to here to where it's appropriate. Okay? Going around throat punching people is not conducive to sobriety. It isn't. I don't want to do that, so they'll shut up and listen. Okay? Who gets caught up in worldly clamors? Besides all of us. It's going to happen to you. How long you stay in that worldly clamor is going to be up to you. Now, let's know the difference between your passions and worldly clamors, right? Okay? Like, lately it was the right for your own body for women, right? That's a passion for women. And if they need to do that movement, more fucking power to them, man. Okay? That is not a worldly clamor. That is a passion. Okay? A worldly clamor may be something that's actually going on, but requires none of your fucking business. Especially you're complaining on, okay? We we are supposed to live in the solution. Okay. So when I see people with 10, 15, 20 years bitching on Facebook, I've wondered if they actually did the work or if they just two-stepped the whole damn thing. See, a lot of things aren't going to change until we make these fucking boomers release control. They won't go away. They need to fucking retire and go away. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. Not unless they're willing and open-minded. I'm an old dog. I learn new tricks every day. Okay? And I am. And I need to be that person. If I am not that person, then I am not doing God's will. God's will isn't always easy. No. In fact, quite often it's quite hard and terrifying to most people. To me, I went to fucking hell. God gave me a medal, or the devil gave me a medal and gave me a damn horse. And I went riding with the deadly four horsemen for fucking years. Are you kidding me? Fear? Afraid? Maybe I'd apply that to my PTSD and see what happens. I need to change that tone because I'm irritated with it. Like at night, my phone will go and I'm like, shut up. Stop texting me. It's 7 o'clock in the evening. Leave me alone. Not always. Just right now. It's because I'm feeling overwhelmed. And so I need to get a lot of little shit off my plate today. I'm going to do that today. Now that I've actually woken up. I need to tell on myself a little bit here. Tomorrow I'm finally having lunch with my daughter, right? And I have this huge fear because we're supposed to meet at like 11. I haven't even been up by 11 anytime this week, but I don't want to reschedule. I know. And why am I not excited? Because see, excitement will get me up in the morning. I know that'll get me up. Why do I not feel excited about going and seeing my daughter? That concerns me. That bothers me. So I got to figure out maybe I just haven't given it enough of attention in my mind for me to be excited. Yeah. All right. That's it. Be patient with the website. People confuse my lives with my podcasts, and they're not the same. They're not. The lives are me. That's it. A podcast is it's done in advance. And even my web designers are understanding that the Daily Trudge is entirely different than the podcast. They're totally separate. You got to keep them separated. All right. Love you. Peace out. Oh, I know I'm depressed, Amber. Thank you for catching it. I appreciate that. Yeah, whatever. It's true. I have had little interest or pleasure in doing anything. I haven't even wanted to podcast this week. So I'm that lion sitting in the Serengeti. It's hot and I'm tired, man. I'm tired. Doing this stuff alone is not easy. Okay. And there's other people helping and things like that. But yeah, this is getting a little too long. So, all right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I appreciate it. I love you. Peace out and have a day.